patrons, this is the March and April overview video, and as always I will make it public because I think it will be good for my channel viewers to also see what's coming to the Yarnchix page over on Patreon, in case they want to follow and help me out in some way or another, because then they could join the vlog, the zine tier, or the ZINIST, where you get one extra podcast, which I have just filmed. I'm very excited. I finally managed to film the Suck Alarm special for the ZINIST Podcast number 7. So like a special extra podcast just for the ZINIST followers. I have several different things coming to the Patreon page ASAP and in the upcoming weeks. So the ZINIST Podcast special is the one thing. Then I have a pure travel vlog, which is all to do with the Swiss Yarn Festival, including my haul from there, because I edited my podcast episode 37, which I called A Virtual Hug, and somehow my acquisitions haul part was filmed but lost this video. I think it's because the camera ran out of battery, it cut out, and it never saved that film. So I thought I'd included it. I think I even included it in my whole spill when I wound down the podcast, but it wasn't there and I couldn't share it. So I'm gonna include that in my travel vlog over on the Patreon page, which all people who are paying $3 a month will have with the vlog tier. It's just such a shame that film got lost, but you know, you never know. And I recorded quite a lot of content whilst walking, which I haven't shared over in the knit reportage, so I thought I'll make a little edited like travel vlog as I do over as I do. So that is one thing that will come there. And for the blog, I am gonna maybe do weekly updates of books and materials that I enjoy, that help me maybe with a bit of storytelling at home. Also books that I'm reading, because by chance I happen to have 3 books home from the library, which are all for me and my research, that the Berlin Library now, due to coronavirus closure, have extended till the end of April. So I've got these books, and so I should use these resources as no one else can use them. And the library has been so generous as in just automatically extending the loan on these. So I will introduce them in the blog as well. There will be, what else? There will be a zine, because there I have the zine tier. And there is another complication due to all the closures and actually me not having much time to work yet again, and still and onwards. The zine hasn't been printed and all the printers are closed, so I won't be able to produce an actual paper zine. But do not fret, I've come up with a solution for that. Basically, the zine issue number 7 will be the first that will come out as a digital version. So this time we will have a PDF file, which is like all my zines, like kind of slapdash, knittily collage art, including yarn chickens, including interviews, including artwork by others and recipes, as well as stories and patterns, and all this content will come as a PDF file. And I've decided to actually make all my past zines available for those people who bought them as a PDF online resource, as well as for my Patreon zine subscribers, because there might be some back copies that you never received as you subscribed at a different point in time. So I thought I will make this library available for all zine supporters over on Patreon. So if you were to sign up to the zine tier now, you would get the upcoming zine number 7 called Dotta, which is a nice German word, as well as the 6 previous copies, because issues. I have 3 zines a year, so it is not really quarterly. I promoted it as like you will have 4 zines a year when I first started this tier, but I cannot keep up that promise because I'm trying to be good with myself as a self-published artist, and I had a couple of hiccups because I had to endure some microaggressions at a printer, and I had to change printing shop at the end of last year, and I've just started going to a nice new place who will help me reprint most of my copies, so my shop is full of actually paper copies, back issues if you want them, as well as pins, and so I will go to them and will have my zines printed once all shops reopen and normality resumes. As we don't know when that is, I decided to go digital, which I'm excited about, so I can charge less per copy when I sell them on Etsy, and I will send them out to my zine subscribers earlier as making them available on Etsy, so that there's always like a 2-week pre-release. I'll let you know properly when it happens with a post on Patreon, so you're excited, and it's going to be a bit of a countdown. There's a bit behind the scenes zine making stuff, as in behind the zine podcasting. I had the huge joy in Switzerland to teach podcasting, a zine making and a careful knitting workshop, and I'm going to try and introduce some of the content I shared there as a little thank you for your patience, because all my workshop preps meant I'd postponed my zine making, and I thought, why not share some of my content and learning from that time as kind of feedback to go to you, and maybe there's something in there that's helpful for you. I'm gonna try and send out stuff anyway, because I love making mail, and I think maybe in these times it's gonna be a nice thing to have something come home, but I haven't worked out how yet and whether this is feasible. I'll keep you up to date with that. So that was the blog content, the zine content, the vlog content, and the ZINIST will have an extra special, again, a special ZINIST podcast. And this period, so I guess as I've just made one, it will come in about 2 months time, 6 to 7 weeks, maybe quicker, because I might feel inspired to do more podcasting. Let's see. I want to do a special all about toy making, because at that point I'll be like steaming ahead, getting ready for the beautiful, beautiful Magic 3 make along and all my toy makes. And as I've just finished little Fern the cat from making zine project, and felt the kind of calm that brought to me of making toy, with just like little bits of joy, like making these glasses, or I don't know, just little smiles. They help me in my day-to-day. So I thought I will do a little compilation of makes to come for me for Magic 3, but also maybe reviewing some of the toy making that I am doing right now, or will be doing soon, or have done in the past. So the toy making special will come in April. It will definitely include a make by from Cynthia, as she is hosting the Myrtle and Friends remote make along, However, I will put the long hashtag down here because it's gonna be fun, and I'm joining in with Winston. I'm even considering knitting Odile the bunny because Cynthia Vallet's amazing toy making patterns, they're all knitted toys, are just gorgeous, and that I'm excited to join because it brings me much hope and happiness to make toys. And if you're wanting to make along a toy, that is definitely a make along you could join. Another knit along, and I'm gonna end it on that because I've waffled a bit and the light is disappearing slowly, is the Lino Muka knit along. That is a knit along that I have hosted before last year, and we made the showcase pattern of that make along was the Mount Pleasant Tea by Megan Nordegger, and this year I'm using a totally different color, this really dark marine blue, and the showcase pattern is the ranunculus knitted as a linen t-shirt, and I've wound a ball for knitting my ranunculus by Midori Hirose, who is sponsoring a giveaway. So I'm gonna announce that later on Instagram. Whoops! So that will be announced later on Instagram with linen yarn and the pattern being up for grabs just before the 1st of April when this make along launches. So I'd be very happy for anyone joining in the Lino Muka Cal with whatever project you like. It's open like this, but I would love to knit along the ranunculus with you. I have many more plans which you can see if you backtrack to episode 37 of the Yarnchix podcast. And this is definitely the showcase pattern. I hope someone will knit it with me. I'm so looking forward to all the makes that we will make this summer. It starts 1st of April and runs till 1st of July, and 4th of April is going to be a bit of a cast on party, which I call No Fools But Linen Lovers Day. So excited. I'm gonna leave you with a little bit of a close-up of me winding my yarn ready for Lino Muka Cal, and with some kind of written statistics. Waffle, and maybe none of this made utter sense, but if I put a bit of writing in, maybe it will. I hope you're staying safe and you're healthy and you're feeling well, and that the overwhelm, the general fragility and situation for all of us hasn't washed up too hard on your shore. I definitely will try and keep the focus on the good stuff and be less scattery, although I'm not sure if I'm ever not scattered. I don't know. But yeah, thank you for coming to check out what's to come to the Yarnchix Patreon page. I'm excited for my ideas to try and make this work, and I'm excited for more content to be shared. I'm sure there's always something that I've missed out or left out or forgotten about. So, you know, keep tuning in and checking out my makes and stuff on Instagram, where I'm Liebwed, or Yarnchix Podcast, on Ravelry, where I'm Liebwed, or host the Yarnchix Podcast group. As well as the Patreon page. I'd love to see you there. My Etsy shop is always open 24/7, and I'm hoping to sell the last 7 paper boat pins in order to donate some money to the Sea Watch Crew charity.
Flug nach Altmariendorf. Einsteigen bitte. Zurückbleiben. bitte.